Okay, so now we will discuss about Huygens principle. Okay, so according to Huygens principle, all the points on wavefront behaves like a wave source formed secondary wavelets. These wavelets propagate in forward direction. Just look at here, all these wavelets propagate along the forward direction with the same speed of wave motion. Okay, just remember this thing, this one is very important. Direction of wave always perpendicular to wave front. Okay, so if this is a wave front, suppose this is the wave front, then the direction of wave is along this side, always perpendicular to the wave front. All these angles are 90 degree. Okay, so all these are direction of wave, and this is the wave front. Wave front means a plane where all the points are in same phase. So now if we connected all the tangent of secondary wavelets, then we get secondary wave front. Just look at there. Okay, so Huygens imagined that the effect of secondary wavelets in the forward direction is maximum, but in the backward direction it is minimum. That means the effect of secondary wavelets along the direction of wave motion is maximum. For this wavelets, this is the direction of wave motion, right? So the effect of these wavelets along this direction is minimum, and along this direction is maximum, and along this direction is minimum. Along this direction is decreases, along this direction is decreases, but along this direction it's maximum, and along this direction is minimum. For this wavelets, the effect of this wavelets is along this direction, that means towards the wave motion. The effect of each and every wavelets towards the wave motion is maximum, and backwards it's minimum. So this is the assumption of Huygens. But it's after some time it also proved that by two physicists. They proved that effect of secondary wavelets, which is directly proportional to the half into 1 plus cos theta. What is theta? Theta is the angle of the effect with the direction of wave motion. So if we want to find out, so for this wavelets, this is the direction of wave motion, right? So if we want to find out the effect of this wavelets along this direction, then this is the theta, right? Because the effect of these wavelets make theta angle with the direction of wave motion. Okay, so just look at here. If we want to find out effect of this wavelets along the direction of wave motion, then theta will be 0. If theta will be 0, then effect is maximum, right? But if we want to find the effect of this wavelets along this direction, then just look at here, theta will be 180 degree, right? And if theta is 180 degree, then cos theta equals to -1, then the effect equals to 0. So backward direction effect is 0, and forward direction, that means the direction towards the motion of wave is maximum. Now this is also very important. Now we prove that second law of refraction by using Huygens principle. So what is the second law? What is the second law of refraction? Second law of refraction is sin I by sin r equals to constant, or we can say that sin I by sin r equals to relative refractive index of this medium with respect to this one. That means relative refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. So here we will prove this by using Huygens principle. Just look at this picture. This is the boundary. Okay, this is the boundary. Here we assume that the absolute refractive index of this medium is n1 and the absolute refractive index of this medium is n2. Okay, and here we also assume that n2 greater than n1. That means this is the rarer medium and this is the denser medium. That means light travel rarer to denser medium. Just look at here. Here I am taking two beams, this one and this one. You can see here these two beams. Here we assume that these two beams coming from the same light source. But here you can see these two beams are parallel to each other. That means the light source should be placed at infinity, right? So these two rays coming from a light source which is placed at infinity. And we know that if the wave source placed at infinity, then the wave fronts are plane wave front. Just look at here. What is the meaning of plane wave front? For if the light source placed at infinity, then all the lights, if the wave source is placed at infinity, then all the waves are parallel to each other. All the waves are parallel to each other. That means we can also drawing by this, right, like this. So that means here all the wave front are plane wave front, like this, like this. So in this case wave fronts are plane wave fronts. That means all the points on this plane are in same phase. Okay, so just look at here. These two lines, that means this is, so here I am assuming that A dashed A light incident at A point and B dashed B light incident at C point. So just look at here, A dashed A and B dashed B are coming from same light source, right? So this is, that means AB is the wave front, right? That means these 2 points are in same phase. Why AB is the wave front? Because I already told you the direction of wave always perpendicular on the wave front. So here I am taking a perpendicular between these two lines. That means this perpendicular represent, because just look at here, this is the direction of this light beams and this is the direction of this light beams. This direction makes 90-degree angle with this AB and this direction makes 90-degree angle with this AB, right? So that means this AB is the plane wave front of this two light beams. That means each and every point on this wave front, if we take other all points on this wave fronts, all are in same phase. That means we can say that A point and B point is also in same phase because AB is the wave front. Just look at here, after refraction, this ray after refraction moving along this side, right? Because we know that if this is the actual direction of this wave, here this light travel rarer medium to denser medium, that's why it bends towards normal. So this is the direction of A dashed ray, and B dashed ray moving along this direction. B dashed ray moving along this direction, right? So here, just look at here, light from B point moving along this direction and light from A point moving along this direction. If AB is the wave front, then according to Huygens principle, each and every point on this AB wave front behaves like a wave source, right? That means we can also say that A point is a wave source, light source, and also B point is behaving like a light source. That means light generate from A point moving along this direction, and light generate from B point moving along this direction, right? So here I am assuming that at time after t time, suppose after t time, light from A source reach at S dashed. So this is the wave which is formed from A point and its reach at here after t time, because we know light traveling, light or any wave, if wave created from this point, then this wave traveling like this, right? So if we assume that the wave generate from this point reach at here after t time. Okay, so here this is our assumption. Just look at here. And wave which is formed from B point at that same time, that means at t time, reach at C point. So let's look at here. Let speed of light of, and here we assume that speed of light is v1 and v2 at first and second medium. Here we assume that speed of light in this medium is v1 and speed of light in this second medium is v2. That is the so these are the plane wavefronts. Okay, so AB is wavefront. According to Huygens principle, all points on these wavefronts are wave source and create secondary wavelets. These secondary wavelets propagate in forward direction. So secondary wavelets generate from A point, propagate along this direction, and after t time it reach at here, that means at S dashed. Now we consider only 2 points A and B whose create secondary wavelets. Now consider at a certain time t, the wavelet create from A point reach at S dashed, and at same time wavelet create from B point reach at C. Now if n2 greater than n1, that means this is the denser medium compared to this medium, that means this is a rarer and this is a denser medium. Then BC, that means BC should be greater than AP, right? Because light generate from B point, travel first medium and reach at C at time t, and light generate from A point, travel through second medium and reach at P. So obviously velocity in this medium is less than velocity of this medium. So obviously this distance should be less than this distance, right? So so BC less than AP. So AS, or we can say AS dashed, all are the radius of arc S dashed S. All these AP, AS, AS dashed, all are the radius of this secondary wavelets, right? So from now PC is the another new wavelet. So this PC is the another new wavelet, right? Because this wave reach at this point and this wave reach at this point. So that means if we connect these 2 points, then we will get another wavelets which is PC. That means each and every point on this PC behaves like a new wave source. So just look at here ABC, from ABC triangle. Just look at here ABC triangle. If we take ABC triangle, just look at here. If this angle is I, then this angle is also I. Why? Because this angle is 90 degree, right? Because this is the angle between wave direction and wave front. This is the wave direction and this is the wave front. So wave direction and wave front make 90 degree angle. And just look at here, this angle is also 90 degree. Why? Because this is the normal and this is the boundary, right? So I plus this one is 90 degree and this one plus this one is also 90 degree. So that means just look at here. Angle A dashed AN1 plus A dashed AN plus in A dashed B in AB, this is B, A, equals to 90 degree, and in AB plus BAC equals to also 90 degree. This one plus this one is also 90 degree. Now this, so that means we can write here, acha, A dashed AN equals to I. So I plus NAB equals to, this is NAB, angle NAB equals to, we can write this because both are 90 degree. So NAB plus BAC. So just look at it, these two angle cancel to each other. That means BAC equals to also I. So from this triangle, this is a right angle triangle, right? Because this angle is 90 degree. So sine I equals to what? Sine I equals to BC by AC. So just look at here, BC by AC. Now BC equals to what? Velocity in this medium is v1 and light travel BC distance at time t. So that means we can write BC equals to v1 into t. Right. So v1 into t, BC equals to v1 into t by AC. Now what about sine R? Just look at here. This angle is refracted angle, right, which is R. So if this angle is R, then just look at here, this is 90 degree because this is radius and this is tangent. So this angle is 90 degree. Acha, this whole angle is also 90 degree. That means angle in dashed AC equals to 90 degree, right? So what about this angle? PAC. So PAC equals to 90 degree minus R. So if this angle is this angle is 90 degree minus R, and this one is 90 degree, then what about this angle? If this angle is 90 degree, that means this one and this one equals to 90. This one plus this one equals to 90 degree. That means this angle is also 90 degree. Okay. So this angle is R. If this angle is R, then this one is also R. So sine R equals to what? Sine R equals to, this is perpendicular and this is base and this is hypotenuse because this angle is 90 degree. So from this right angle triangle PAC, from right angle triangle PAC, sine R equals to AP by AC. Now AP equals to what? AP is the distance traveled by light which is generated from a point at time t, right? And obviously this, and here this AP distance traveled by light in second medium, and we assume that the velocity of this light in second medium is v2. That means this distance equals to, that means AP distance equals to v2 into t. So just look at here, sine I by sine R equals to BC by AP. So v1t by v2t, that means v1 by v2. Now in 1 is the absolute refractive index of first medium. That means we can write here C by v1. And in 2 is the absolute refractive index of second medium, which is equals to, we can write C by v2. So v2 equals to C by n1, or here v1 equals to C by n1. Just put all this value in this equation. Then we will get sine I by sine R equals to C by n1 by C by n2. That means n2 by n1, that means n21. That means what we can write, we can write n2. That means sine I by sine R gives us relative refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. Next one is, now we prove that second law of reflection by using Huygens principle. So just look at here. Here I am taking a mirror. That means here we prove the second law of reflection, right? So just this is the boundary, or we can say a mirror. So here I am also taking two light beams, A dashed A and B dashed B. So just look at here, these two light beams are also parallel to each other, and this is AB indicate wavefront, right? That means each and every point on this AB behaves like a new wave source. They are generated new secondary wavelets, right? So here the wave generate from A point moving along this direction, because this wave reflected, the wave generate from A point cannot travel along this direction because this is the coated, right? So new wavelet generate from A point moving along this direction, right? And new wavelet generate from B point moving along this direction. Okay, so if this is an incident light, then this angle is I, and if this is a reflected light, because after reflection the light moving along this direction, that means new wavelets generate from A point moving along this direction. So this is the reflected angle R, and this is the normal. Okay, so AB is the wavefront, and A and B points created secondary wavelets. These two wavelets are propagated. Let us consider at time t, secondary wavelets from A point reach at P. Just look at here, secondary wavelets generate from A point reach at P point, and at same time secondary wavelet generate from B point reach at C point. Okay, now here AP equals to BC. Why? Because both light generate from A point and light generate from B point, both light beams travel in same medium. So that means the velocity of this wavelet equals to the velocity of this wavelet, right? And both are covered this path in a same time. That means we can say that AP distance equals to BC distance, because both are in same medium, so velocity is same. Now PC is a new wavefront. This wave reach at point P and this wavelets reach at point C. That means if we connect P point and C point, then we will get the second wavefront, right? So PC is a new wavefront. Now APC equals to what? This angle equals to what? This is the direction of wave, right? This is the direction of wave, right? And we know the direction of wave always makes 90-degree angle with